So, just like a lot of other people, I've had some problems with my locks spinning on my BMW. It's an E36. It's the 1998 323 IS. So, my lock would spin sometimes, and yesterday when I went to turn it off, then the key came all the way out and the car stayed on. So, and I couldn't turn the key at all. So I stalled the car and unplugged the battery and figured I would deal with it today. So the first order of business is to take off these covers. As you can see, there's a screw on the top and there's another one on the bottom that you need to take off. And then be careful as you pry it off. It's easy to break these tabs that are on the inside. But you can see there's a tab there, and this one I broke right there. And then there's another receptacle for a tab, so the two pieces just slide together. But after you do that, that's pretty simple. Then you're going to come over here and find this little red guy over here. I guess this is like the ignition switch. And there's two screws you can see there. They'll be covered in some kind of red wax or sealant. You want to take these two screws, that one, and then this one over here off, and then this should just slide off. Just there you go. So that slides off, and now you could start your car with a screwdriver or something using that switch right there. For the newer models that have a chip in the key, you'd have to have the key in the ignition. There's this little ring housing senses your key. You see these two green wires going to it. So the key has to be in there in order for the car to start. So I figured hopefully my lock wasn't broken inside. So I figured I'd just pull this apart and see. And what I did is, here on the end there's a bolt on the end here, or just sticking out, the backside that turns that switch. You can't see, sorry. So it's kind of bright. My phone keeps wigging out. So that little switch guy there goes into this white switch here. And so what I found was this was stuck out. It was stuck in the off position, or in the on position. And so I just took these pliers, turned it back, and then now my key, it goes in here and it'll turn. So that's good. So I'm going to put this back on and put that guy on and then see if it'll turn. I'll have to reconnect my battery and hopefully that should fix this. So now I'm just going to put these two screws in here. There's one. There might be a little bit of a wax covering over these. That should be reddish. And you can just scrape that off when you're taking them off. It just kind of seals it on there. So that's all that is. Got these two screws back in. So here's the moment of truth. Everything's back together. That ignition switch is back on. My key seems to turn. I reconnected the battery, so here's the moment of truth. And we got takeoff. I don't know if this is really a long-term solution. Maybe it'll end up spinning again, but for now it starts. I'm going to put my covers back on. This one just slides under here. Just slide that one under. Kind of have to finesse it. So it's kind of a pain to get it over the cruise control, but this little piece seems to bend a little bit more than the rest of the plastic. So that slides up like that. Now the other piece go on top. Same deal here. Kind of a pain, just finesse it. Try to be careful, it's easy to break these tabs. Okay, so after you get both pieces on, then you just have to snap them together. So just snap it together, be really careful. There's 4 tabs like I said. It can be done without breaking it, but it's kind of difficult. All the best.